to defend American values at home and abroad as we conservatives have ever been. I want, when I get out of here, to leave a country stronger than I came in. Donald Trump came in and basically has said, it's all about me.
Remember when Adam Kinzinger was Trump's loyal puppy? Well, looks like this dog learned some new tricks.
All these people you just showed, have no repentance.
Yeah.
In fact, they think what they did is right. Tell me sometimes, like, Adam, you're courageous, and I appreciate it. I'm not courageous, though. I'm surrounded by cowards.
Our boy Adam just dropped a truth bomb so big, it's left Trump's toupee in a tizzy. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now back to the video.
And that's the Trump
A
formula?
little bit of a pungent odor, I would say, yeah. Donald Trump refused to take the urgent advice he received that day. Not from his political opponents or...
Stick around, folks, because we're about to spill the tea on how Kinzinger went from MAGA hat-wearing fanboy to Trump's worst nightmare. It's like watching a magic trick, but instead of pulling a rabbit out of a hat, Kinzinger's pulling skeletons out of Trump's closet. Remember when Adam Kinzinger was Trump's BFF? Well, those days are gone like Trump's hairline. Our boy Adam used to be all in on the Trump train, voting for his policies more often than Trump tweets at 3 a.m. But something funny happened on the way to MAGA land.
And that's the thing is, I worry that he's just going to set up another war in 5 or 10 years when Russia's rebuilt. Russia's lost 700,000 people. President Trump engaged in the political theater of telling the mob to go home. And even then, he told them all they were special.
Kinzinger started to get a whiff of something funky, and it wasn't just Trump's spray tan. He began to realize that Trump's lies were piling up faster than hamburgers at a White House dinner. It was like Trump was playing a game of pin the tail on the truth and kept missing by a mile. Our man Adam decided it was time to stop playing Simon Says with Trump and start asking some real questions. He wasn't about to let Trump turn the GOP into his personal playground.
Participating in a Democratic-led persecution of ordinary citizens, and this is key, engaged in legitimate political discourse.
Armpits, ketchup, makeup, and a little butt. It's probably like that, all mixed up.
Kinzinger started calling out Trump's BS like a referee at a rigged wrestling match. And boy, did that make Trumpy grumpy. Kinzinger went from being Trump's golden boy to his worst nightmare faster than you can say kofife. He started spilling the beans on Trump's shenanigans, and it wasn't pretty. It was like watching a reality TV show, but instead of The Apprentice, it was The Imposter.
In history, it will be remembered when a free man stood up against tyranny. It is no longer the age where we have to hide in America.
Genuinely surprised how people close to Trump haven't talked about the odor. It's truly something to behold. Wear a mask if you can.
Kinzinger didn't just dip his toes in the truth-telling pool, he did a full cannonball. He called out the January 6th riot for what it was, a full-on assault on democracy, egged on by the tweeter-in-chief himself. Talk about a plot twist. It's like Kinzinger suddenly realized he was in the evil empire and decided to join the Rebel Alliance. But the real kicker, the one word that made Trump lose his Big Mac loving mind, truth. Yep, that 5-letter word sent Trump into a tizzy faster than you can say fake news.
Time with him?
I did, yeah.
You got close to him?
Not too close. Yeah. You invite all of us into the Oval Office all the time, and it's hard to restart this war.
He said he can fix it in 24 hours.
Yeah, sure, yeah. I mean, if he just gives Vladimir Putin everything he wants, he sure can.
Kinzinger started dropping truth bombs like they were going out of style, and Trump's house of cards started wobbling. Our boy Adam didn't stop there. He went full rebel without a cause, calling out the GOP's creepy obsession with Trump. It's like the whole party got stuck in a bad rom-com, and Kinzinger was the only one who realized the leading man was actually the villain.
The Democrats are as patriotic as us. Donald Trump knew about the violent attack on the Capitol. From the comfort of his dining room, he watched on TV.
So Kinzinger's not just gonna sit back and watch Trump's hair defy gravity. Nope, our boy Adam's got a plan that's juicier than the former president's favorite well-done steak smothered in ketchup. He's not just throwing shade at the Donald, he's tossing the whole dang forest. But here's the kicker. Kinzinger's not going solo on this mission. He's teaming up with other Republicans who've had enough of the Trump show. It's like the political version of the Avengers, but instead of fighting Thanos, they're battling a guy with a questionable tan and an even more questionable grasp on reality. Now, you might be thinking, but what's Kinzinger's secret weapon? Well, folks, it's something Trump's allergic to, the truth. Our man Adam's spilling more tea than the Boston Tea Party, and Trump's getting soaked. He's not holding back, calling out the GOP's creepy obsession with Trump. I mean, come on, it's like the whole party got stuck in a bad rom-com, and Kinzinger's the only one who realized the leading man is actually the villain.
Definitely wouldn't want to bottle it up and wear Trump cologne. Trump told him the truth. It was his supporters attacking the Capitol, and he alone could get through to them.
But here's where it gets real. Kinzinger's not just running his mouth for fun, he's putting his neck on the line, facing threats against him and his family. Talk about commitment. It's like he's playing a high-stakes game of truth or dare, but he always chooses the truth, and the dares are death threats. Yikes. And get this. Kinzinger's saying there are more Republicans who secretly agree with him, but are too chicken to speak up. It's like they're all playing a giant game of Simon Says. And Trump's Simon. But Kinzinger, he's more like Simon Says Nope. But can Kinzinger's truth bombs penetrate Trump's spray tan armor? That's the million-dollar question. Trump's got a habit of deflecting facts, like he's playing a game of verbal dodgeball, but Kinzinger's not backing down. He's on a mission to make honesty great, and you know what's really driving him? It's not just about politics. Kinzinger's thinking about his kid. He wants his son to grow up proud of the Kinzinger name. It's like he's writing the world's most intense bedtime story. Once upon a time, there was a brave congressman who stood up to the big bad orange wolf. Well, folks, it looks like Kinzinger's gone from Trump's bestie to his personal poltergeist faster than you can say fake news. This political roller coaster's got more twists than a pretzel factory, and it's leaving everyone wondering, will Kinzinger's truth bombs finally burst Trump's bubble of alternative facts?
At the end, nope, we didn't find anything, but if it's 2 years down the road, everybody already thinks you're guilty and you're bankrupt. That's weaponizing the law. From the principles that gave it purpose to a man whose only purpose is himself.
One thing's for sure though, in this epic showdown between Kinzinger and Trump, the real winners are the popcorn makers. They're probably working overtime to keep up with demand as we all sit back and watch this political soap opera unfold. It's like a reality TV show, but with way more consequences for democracy. So grab your snacks and settle in, because this Kinzinger versus Trump saga is far from over. Will the truth prevail, or will it get lost in a sea of tweets and toupees? Only time will tell, but one thing's certain, it's gonna be one heck of a show.